This animal died slowly or very quickly? Slowly. Slowly. That gives the blood time to settle out like that. And if, of course, hemolysis will occur, then it might look like that. And here's a nice currant jelly on one side, and here's a nice chicken fat on the other side. But this is here for another reason too. And this is to explain the differences between the size of the clot in the ventricles. In this case, this clot is actually extended from here to over here, and this clot is extended from here to here. So, which clot is bigger? Actually, the one over here is larger. And that's the usual situation. The right ventricle, the right side of the heart, generally, will have more clot in it than the left side. And why is that?
More space.
Now, you already had rigor mortis, which means that muscles contract after the animal dies. So, which one can contract the most forcefully to push the blood out of it? The left ventricle. So the left ventricle has a smaller clot than the right ventricle. But if I go to necropsy and I open up the heart and both ventricles have clots of equal size, what does that probably mean? The left ventricle wasn't able to squeeze it out. So you have heart failure. And you start looking for things that will tell you heart failure was there. Now, if this is a big clot in the left ventricle that's just as big as the one in the right ventricle, what else would I look for to tell me that the left ventricle was failing? I look back at the lung. What's behind the lung? What's behind the left ventricle? The lung. Okay, so the blood's going back up there. So I look for edema, that kind of stuff in the lung. Okay? Now, if the right side is failing, what would I look for the problem there? The liver. Now, if the left ventricle is acutely failing, what would I expect to see in the lung? Just edema fluid. Okay? If it has been failing over a period of time, what would I expect to see? You remember that brown lung I showed you? Because blood is going to be coming out too. And what's going to happen to the red cells? They're going to break down. I'm going to recycle the iron. And what's that recycled iron called? Hemosiderin. And what color is that? Brown. So I'd look for stuff like that to tell me the left ventricle is failing. And if I'm looking at the right ventricle, and that has a much, much larger clot than I would expect, that's probably failing too. So what would I look for then? I look at the liver, and what would I look for? I'd look for a nutmeg liver, or a big swollen liver. Okay. Yeah, it's that time. Okay. Pick up next week.